Doug NPA back with another one. I cover college and debt a lot on my channel because college is way too expensive in the United States. I did a story how there are schools in the US come 2025 that are going to be $100,000 per year. And I think we're starting to see a shift because I also did a story on my channel where SUNY Fredonia cut a bunch of its useless majors in a attempt to shore up its deficit because people just aren't going to school like they used to. Well, another SUNY school, SUNY Potsdam, is doing the same thing. They're cutting a bunch of useless majors in an attempt to shore up the deficit because people are just not going to school like they used to. So we're going to cover what programs are being cut as SUNY Potsdam, and you're going to see a theme here, you guys. There are degrees that should have been cut a long time ago. So we're going to go over this news story, and then we're going to look at the list of majors being cut. Before I do that, like the video, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. I'd really appreciate it. It shows you support me and what I'm doing over here. And let's get into this.
Some programs saved at SUNY Potsdam. The college was looking to phase out 14 programs. Now that number is 10. New details tonight with 7 News reporter Brennan Straub.
Jeff, bachelor's degrees in biochemistry and chemistry, as well as bachelor's and master's programs in public health, once on the chopping block, now appear to be safe.
So it's so bad that they were going to get rid of biochemistry, chemistry, public health, and a master's in public health. But all the rest of these, I mean, come on. Bachelor of Arts in Art History, French, dance. Yeah, slash those bad boys.
In an email sent out to the campus community, SUNY Potsdam Interim Provost Alan Hersker announced 4 of the 14 academic programs that were recommended to be cut can continue. Of the other 10, 1 would be deactivated, 9 others discontinued, and phased out over the next 3 to 4 years. SUNY Potsdam is grappling with a $9 million budget deficit, and to stay solvent, needs to make major changes. The president of United University Professions, with members at SUNY Potsdam, calls this a step in the right direction.
And SUNY Potsdam is not expensive. I think it's only $16,000 a year to go there in state. But the problem is, it's a 240-acre institution, but the undergrad population is only 3,022 students. How do they keep these places open with such a small student body? I don't understand.
So it's good news, but now we got to get the other 9 back.
Kowal says these cuts are coming at a time when record funding for SUNY schools was budgeted by state lawmakers. He says the system is choosing to punish SUNY Potsdam instead of helping them through this financial crisis.
Or conversely, by the campus foundation at SUNY Potsdam, which by definition is intended to support the campus's academic mission, there's approximately $50 million in that foundation. Why isn't that funding being used?
Faculty Senate Chair Greg Gardner wrote a letter to Hersker last week, citing that the Faculty Senate Executive Committee objects to 13 of the 14 programs being discontinued, pointing out many of the programs generate hundreds of thousands of dollars in tuition and fees and would take away unique opportunities for students if the programs were lost. In response to Tuesday's recommendations, Gardner said the Senate is pleased some of the programs would continue, but would go on to say, quote, "The loss of programs will leave our campus smaller and less exciting and give students fewer opportunities." SUNY has to approve Potsdam's plan. Back at September's announcement, Chancellor John King joined Potsdam administration and said he has confidence Potsdam will get back on track. And to note, with the programs that will be phased out, current students in those programs will be able to finish and get a degree at SUNY Potsdam. Jeff?
Okay, so there's that. So they're talking about, oh, yeah, there's some kind of funding that we didn't get and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, right. People are not showing up to these majors. So let's go over the list. I know we saw it, but let's go into it in detail here. It says SUNY Potsdam says it plans to keep 4 academic programs that have been targeted for possible phase out. They are a Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry. That's a good one. A Bachelor of Arts in Chemistry. So, guys, apparently there's a Bachelor of Science in Chemistry and a Bachelor of Arts in Chemistry. Now, the difference is a Bachelor of Arts is easier than a Bachelor of Science. So a Bachelor of Arts is made for if you just want to be like if you want to stop at a bachelor's in chemistry and just be a lab tech or something, you get a Bachelor of Arts. But if you want to get a master's in chemistry or a PhD, or or maybe go to medical school or something like that and go deep into research, you get a Bachelor of Science. And then public health, which is a really good degree in Bachelor of Science, and then the Master's of Public Health is going to stay. So the school plans to deactivate the bachelor's degree program in arts management. Gee, cry me a river. That would mean no students would be accepted into the program over a 3-year period, but it would remain as a registered program. During that time, the university expects that a proposal could be developed to either revise the program or recommend its discontinuance. What would you do with an arts management degree, guys? Anyway, so here's a list. Arts history. Yep, axe that one. The Bachelor of Science in Chemistry. Gone. Wow. A Bachelor of Arts in Dance. Yeah, get rid of that one. Bachelor of Arts in French. Yeah, get rid of that one too. A Master of Music in Music Performance. You guys. A Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy. Yeah, get rid of that one. Physics, a Bachelor of Arts is the same as chemistry. If you want to stay at the bachelor's level and it's not as hard as a Bachelor of Science and Physics, you get a Bachelor of Arts in Physics. Spanish, get rid of that one. And then the old theater degree, guys. Yeah, get rid of that one. The programs recommended for discontinuance or deactivation represent 3.9% of Potsdam's total enrollment. In September, the university announced it was bleeding millions of dollars each year and that cuts were coming. Officials said they would look at possibly closing 14 academic programs. Or conversely, by the Campus Foundation, that SUNY Foundation, which by definition is intended to support the campus academic mission, is approximately $50 million in that foundation. Why isn't that funding being used? Because they're using it for better things, and they're not going to tell you what it is. So, what do you think of this list, guys? Because the only one I would say should have stayed is the Bachelor of Science in Chemistry. All the rest of them can go, and we're going to see a lot more of the shrinkage, guys. There are so many useless degrees out there, especially that women get. What are the 7 I always say on my channel that women get that aren't worth the paper they're printed on? Say it with me, guys. Psychology, sociology, social work, criminal justice, some kind of studies degrees, so gender studies, African American studies, Asian studies, communications, and education. We're starting to see a shift, guys. So I'm gonna keep track of all these different universities having to deal with the deficit that has to do with lack of enrollment or other issues. So stay tuned on my channel. I appreciate you guys watching. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think about this. Like the video, and I'll catch you next time.